Welcome back, friends and family. Today we got a Street Rodder magazine from February 1981. And I want to start this video with a thank you. And because everybody nowadays talks about influencers, and everybody is an influencer, I guess, nowadays. But if you watch this video and if you're into cars, and even if you say he sucks now, I bet you at some point you were influenced by George Barris or the Barris brothers. It depends when you grew up, in the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, or the 90s. I grew up in the 80s and the 90s, and coming home after school, I for the most got raised by the TV, by the reruns of shows like Batman, the A-Team, Hardcastle and McCormick, the Dukes, of course. Yeah, all of those shows. And yeah, at some point, I guess, you got influenced by George Barris. And I don't know what to say. The only thing that I can say is I loved him. I got all the Barris books. I was just like very excited the first time I went to Bob's Big Boy in Toluca Lake, and I knew that right down the street there's the Barris shop, and I was thinking, oh my god, I have to go there. And I remember that day very well because that it just shattered my world. Because if you see, I was already in my late teens. I restored my first car, a 68 Camaro. Not my car, but I restored it when I was 14. And seeing the Batmobile up close and seeing whatever version, I don't know if it was the real Monster Coach or I don't know, but looked horrible, looked disgusting, and my world just shattered. I still remember there were like those carburetors, they were mounted on their air filter. So those 8 carbs, or I don't know if it's 10 carbs or whatever, on the Monsters Coach, they're fake. Everything was fake. And yeah, I don't know, but in the end, I have to give it to George Barris, and I have to say that the Barris brothers used to be cool, and thanks to George Barris, I think many of us found a hobby, found a life, and yeah. So that being said, what the hell did he think when he created this thing? I mean, the back kind of looks okay, the pinstriping kind of helps it, but C caps usually are cool. But this thing is just horrible. It's overall just horrible. And I don't know, it looks like he built it for like Disney World or Six Flags, Magic Mountain or whatever, but this looks horrible. So yeah, sorry for a long intro. We are almost 4 minutes in. Let's get this thing started. So see what's hip in 81. I don't know, you probably can pause this if you want to read this. Cop shop. I want this. Don't hate on me. That looks cool. How not to? Wow, that tee looks awesome. That really looks nice. And I always loved, I mean, it looks cool, but this is awesome, with those coils. Really cool. I would love to build me like a 80s, 70s style little street rod. And there we have him, George Barris, the Batmobile. I love this thing. I don't know which one that is. If it's not, I know there's a model kit of that thing, and I always mix them up. There's a Charlie's Angel van, and there's this other van, and then there's the Vandal or whatever, Vandal. So I always mix them up, but this thing was killer. The whole side opened. I hope that's the one. Shirts are cool. Man, a 48 Chevy. Not too bad. Looks cool, you know, especially on those wire wheels and different size tires. Pretty clean and pretty cool, because nowadays you just see those as, especially four doors, you know, as a bump, as a lowrider. But this looks cool. I wonder if those are true spokes. I guess those are true spokes. Looks nice, but it has a six banger in it. Cool, and that means it's like real business, huh? Cool. Nice car. And different rear end. It's just... Oh no, rear is also stock with expansion of springs, but it looks cool. And it's a floor shifter. That looks cool. If you want to read through this, hold on, I do this first. And then I do this, so you can pause it. Looks nice. Ooh, black lacquer. Oh, that takes me back. Not too far back. So a couple of years ago, I lived in the high desert, and I had a pretty cool neighbor. He had a Buick, and he had a 36 Ford that, you know, it's the high desert, so it's hot during the day, and if you don't work, you just sleep all day, and then in the evening you get all like, you know, you just want to do something. So he painted his 36 Ford because he crashed into something. I think he had to replace the front, the passenger fender, and I think part of the hood or whatever. And I thought I'm too young to ever get in contact with lacquer paint, but he showed me how. He just flooded everything, and then later he just sanded everything for a week, and then he did it again and again and again. But to be honest, at the end, that looked pretty good. It really looked good, and it was nice. And I once had a 51 Oldsmobile that also was painted in lacquer in the 50s sometime, I guess. And awesome. He just rubbed it and it was shiny. Yeah, it just was like the shiniest paint ever. Love that thing. Here we have a beautiful, what is that, a 33? That looks nice. In that blue, Kragers, that padded top, cool airbrush with a graveyard, like one gravestone. That looks cool. From Montana. I love that. With all of those outlines, those are all just chrome strips, or is it painted? It looks nice. There you have a little screenshot so you can read the story. Yeah, that graveyard scene definitely looks cool. And I can see that thing with those padded running boards somewhere in the 70s on just a nice boulevard, sorry. It's just, you know, like lurking. Looks cool. And there we have a 32, and that looks also very nice. I just love wire wheels on street rods. So 70s. Just cool. Just so cool. I wish I would have those. I wonder if they're like trailer lamps or whatever. I seen those. They have that cone shape. They look cool, those little signals. Wow. This thing looks killer too. Still has a flatty. Nice shop. There is something about 70s hot rods. I don't know if it's just like the Kragers with the white oval, or like the tires, just the black wall tires, and the cool paint. Like they always have like some cool fancy metallic paint, and I don't know, but there's something to it. Wow, that white 34, that looks cool. See, there's something to it. The black walls, steelies, beautiful car. Nice job. Beautiful. I mean, it would be cooler if it would have like a different engine. I'm not really that much of a Ford guy, but it's a cool looking car. Wow, and there we have a 41 Chevy, and the flames are just awesome. A flip front end, tilt front end, or whatever you want to call it. There's a guy on Instagram, sorry, I always come with my Instagram stories, and he somehow has a shop somewhere in Canada, and I think he has a car that looks kind of like this thing. Oh, sorry, couldn't should hydraulic. But this thing looks cool. Now, tunnel ram intake manifold, like a high-rise intake manifold. Sorry, I don't know what I'm talking about. I just can tell you what's cool or what's not cool. So excuse me. That looks nice. Man, I really want a Model T, like a little tea bucket. I love the stickers on the shocks, that looks cool. So cool, and I love it has fenders. I'm not really a fan of those reflectors or whatever they are, but overall pretty cool thing. World of Wheels, Los Angeles Convention Center, Florida Rod Shop. What do we have here? That thing looks cool. So here's my question. I know that fiberglass also molds and it gets shitty with time, but where are all the Model Ts from the 70s and the 80s? You like rarely see one. And I think it's so sad. They all must be in some storage locker or something, because there were so many, and I really wonder, like, I don't really know. It's cool, but then it's not cool. Okay, there we have a little Model A. Oh, what is that? I don't wanna... Oh no, it's a 32. Sorry, a Model A totally looks different. Wow, blown, flatty. with those center lines or belt wheels or whatever they are. Cool. Looks like it has like a quick change or something in the rear. Hold on, there you can read the whole thing. Hey, sorry that I called this Model A. Sorry, okay. So everyone who has a 32 and paid way too much, I'm sorry. It's not a Model A. It's a 32, same as this. One time I was at a classic car meet in Europe, and there was a nice Lamborghini. What's the name again? Like a Countach or whatever. And I walked over there and said, "Wow, nice kit car." They really did a good job with that kit car. And at some point, the owner looked at me and yelled, "It's a real one." And I felt like kind of, who knows that? There you go. Pretty cool. Ooh, Jaguar rear end. It says Mr. Roadster. Again, there we have. So I wonder. It looks like it's real, that blower on that. See, it's a front wheel drive. This is a front wheel drive car. That's why it looks all weird. See that? How it's weird. See, this is another thing. Like being at the Barris shop, or like seeing like all the Barris cars, all the movie cars at the Peterson at a young age, and then you just see like the Monkeys mobile, no real blower. The Mad Max car, no real blower. All the other cars, no real blower. Everything is just fake exhausts or just fake. Oh God, hey, don't get me started. Sorry, I shouldn't go there. No, I have to I think about good stuff. The garage scene. Cool. Wow, Lee Brad, huh? Man, that thing is so nice, that Buick. Beautiful car. I have that issue too. If you're interested, you can go through this. Okay, thank you guys for sticking around. 18 minutes. Don't sue me if you have to go and get mental help, because I'm sorry if I talk too much nonsense. So yeah. So anyways, if you need more, see you in the next video. I try to do like a hot rod magazine, then like something newer, something older, a lowrider magazine, more custom stuff. I don't know. So I try to be there like for you guys. Okay. If you like this, subscribe. If you hate me, leave a comment. Yeah, I don't know. Goodbye.